famous French chef Julia Child said it was hard to imagine civilization without the onion. If the first thing you reach for when you're making dinner is an onion, maybe you should try planting some of your own. So there are 3 ways to plant onions. You can plant them from seed, you can plant them from sets, or you can plant them from plants, like these. Seeds are very tiny, so you need to start them early. You can see how small they are. You need to start them early in the season. We start these in February to have plants that are this big to plant out right now in April. If you were buying the plants commercially, like at Agway, they would be bigger than this. They usually are about the size of a pencil. Most people are familiar with onion sets, which were just onion plants that were grown in really crowded conditions so that it kept them very small last year, and they dry them out and then they sell them this year for you to plant. And then they will make an onion this year, because onions are biennial. The best ones to get are the smallest. They tell you no bigger than 3/4 of an inch in diameter. So that would be like the biggest you would want to get. Because if you get the big ones, they tend to go to seed rather than making an onion. And they also at Agway have shallots that you can plant. These are a little bit bigger. And those can be bigger because they're going to have multiple cloves when they are ready. The best part about planting from seed is that you have a wider variety of types of onion to choose from. So we do 5 different kinds. Elsa Craig, which is a large Spanish onion that gets to be about the size of a softball. We sell these at farmers market. They are very popular, but they're not a keeper. So if you want a keeper that will last you all season, this is Patterson. We still have some left from last year, and they have not started to sprout at all yet. So that's a good quality and a keeping onion. But you can grow red, you can grow leeks, you can grow shallots. There's a lot to choose from and a lot of different varieties. Okay, so I've been planting onions today because one of my goals every spring is to try to get them in the ground before the black flies get bad. The best part about growing your own is that you can, again, cherry pick the best ones. And you just pull them apart. And you're going to plant them 4 inches apart. Make a little hole there so the roots can dangle down. Plant them about 4 inches apart. They need a lot of water to grow a nice big juicy onion. And instead of lugging water, we use soaker hoses, which are a much more efficient use of your water, and it's much easier than lugging water or dragging a hose around to water. They need at least 1 inch of water a week. As they grow, they're going to push themselves up out of the soil so that the top part will be exposed. And that's a good thing. You don't want to, try to bury them again. That's a natural thing. So right now we want them to be making as much top growth as they possibly can make because they are day length sensitive plants. They will start to form their bulb when the summer solstice arrives, the longest day of the year, which is June 20. So until June 20, you want to keep these growing as fast as they possibly can grow and making as much top growth as they can grow. So you can fertilize them heavily. A side dressing of compost is always a good thing. They need to be kept moist, so once they get a little bigger, you can scatter some mulch to help keep them cool and moist. And I don't know what else. So you can harvest your onions at any size. If you want to harvest them small as a green onion, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to harvest them through the summer, the ones that I said were not good keepers are good to use all summer long, like Elsa Craig and Walla Walla. You're keeping onions, you want to wait until the tops fall over in late summer, and then you can pick them, cure them a little bit in the sun, and then braid them if you like, and hang them in your pantry.